guys, welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the Haakaa manual breast pump. I'm going to be giving you guys a demonstration on the different ways that you can put your Haakaa on. We're also going to be going over some pros and cons, as well as sharing some of my tips and tricks and some different ways that you can incorporate the Haakaa into your pumping routine. But before we get started, I would like to make a disclaimer that I'm not a lactation consultant. My name is Isabel, I'm a first-time mom, and I hope that my experiences and reviews can help other moms on their breastfeeding journey. Let's get started. So the first thing that I want to go over with you guys is pricing. Your Haakaa is going to range in price based on two different factors. The first factor being where you're buying your Haakaa from, and the second factor being if you're buying your Haakaa with a lid or a stopper. I purchased my 5-ounce Haakaa with my flower stopper for $30, and I purchased my 4-ounce Haakaa for $12, and later on down the road, I purchased a lid for $10. So I would suggest really looking around and finding a price point that would work best for you. Now, let's take a look at the two different types of Haakaas that I have here. So here I have a 5-ounce Haakaa, which is 150 milliliters. And here I have a 4-ounce Haakaa, which is 100 milliliters. Right away, you can see that the piece that's going to suction around the breast is the same size on both Haakaas. But if you take a look, you notice that one of my Haakaas has a suction piece where one of them doesn't. What this suction piece is going to do is suction to a flat surface and prevent your Haakaa from falling over and potentially spilling all of your milk. Now, if you have a Haakaa that doesn't have a suction piece on the bottom, very simple solution. All you need is a mug and you'll just stick your Haakaa right inside and your milk is safe. Now, very important before I get into the rest of the details of this pump, I want to give you guys a demonstration on the two different ways that you can put your Haakaa on. When I first got my Haakaa, I had no idea what I was doing. So the way that I would put my Haakaa on was I would simply just squeeze my Haakaa, place my nipple right in the center, and let it hang. I can tell you right now, I did that for months and it worked for me, but over time, I have learned the correct way to put a Haakaa on. The correct way to put your Haakaa on is simply by flipping this piece. You're going to squeeze, place your nipple right in the center, and then you're going to flip this piece up. What this is going to do is create a tighter suction and prevent the Haakaa from potentially falling off or being kicked off in the middle of your pumping or breastfeeding session. Now, let's talk about some of the different ways that you can incorporate the Haakaa into your pumping routine. When I first started my breastfeeding journey, I only used my Haakaa while I nursed. I would latch my baby on one breast and I would place my Haakaa on the other breast. I found that this is actually the most common way that people use their Haakaa. However, in my breastfeeding journey, I actually did begin to exclusively pump. When that happened, I decided that my Haakaa was still going to be a piece that I wanted to incorporate into my pumping routine. So what I'll do is I'll hand pump on one side and I'll attach my Haakaa onto the other side. I'll pump while my letdown falls in here. What I can tell you about this is that I'm actually able to collect the same amount of milk as if I was to use an electric pump, which is a really big deal for me because I don't enjoy cleaning all the parts and pieces that come with an electric pump. I also really love this because it allows for me to have a free hand to walk around, maybe tidy up the house a little bit. I also really enjoy being able to be down on the floor and be interactive with my baby. And if my baby needs me, it's very easy to just pop off my Haakaa, take my hand pump right off, place him down, I'll put my ceiling cap on top of my Haakaa, and I'm able to tend to my baby's needs. And it makes it so easy to be able to just come back to my pumping session and finish where I left off. And what I love about this is that I'm able to do this anywhere. I bring these two with me. I place both of them right inside of here, and this attaches right onto my baby's backpack or my stroller. If I'm out and I want to pump and I don't want to lose my milk supply, I just pop a Haakaa on my hand pump, and I'll actually pump like this as a backseat driver in people's car. I also do this when I'm out at people's houses. I'll just go into the bathroom very quickly and I'll literally get at least one letdown, and this just allows me to make sure that I'm getting in all of my pumping sessions so that my milk supply will not decrease at all. You can also do this with a Haakaa and with a single electric pump as well. All you'll do is attach your single electric pump and a Haakaa on one side. I've also heard of people using 2 Haakaas to pump. I have been in situations where my breasts will just start to leak. I will literally run, I'll grab 2 Haakaas, I'll pop them on, and I cannot tell you guys that I've literally caught anywhere from 1 to 4 ounces just by doing that alone. Now, let's talk about some of the pros and cons of the Haakaa. So we know that the Haakaa is very simple and easy to use. It's small, it's travel friendly, it's very compact, extremely easy to clean, and it can be used in a pinch. But I would like to share with you guys a few cons of the Haakaa. Let's take a look at my 4 and 5 ounce Haakaa. You can see that the line on the 5 ounce Haakaa is right here. However, on the 4 ounce Haakaa, the line is all the way up here. So when your nipple is inside of the 5 ounce Haakaa, it's not going to interfere at all with the line. You're going to be able to catch 5 ounces. However, on my 4 ounce Haakaa, because the line is so far up, your nipple is actually going to interfere with it. So you're not actually able to collect 4 ounces. The most that I'm able to collect without it overflowing and unsuctioning the suction is 2.5, possibly 3 ounces if I'm lucky. So if you have a big letdown or you produce a lot of milk at once, you might want to consider getting yourself the 5 ounce Haakaa. Another con of the Haakaa that I want to share with you guys is that it is very easy to forget that you're wearing your Haakaa and have it be kicked off in the middle of a breastfeeding session or have it fall off. So you really want to be mindful that your Haakaa is on. Make sure to look down, check your Haakaa in between. If at all the suction is coming off, you're going to want to readjust it and reposition it if you need. Now, I want to share with you guys some of my tips and tricks to make your experience using your Haakaa a lot better. The most important tip that I want to share with you guys is, if you can, always have a little rag with you so you can take your Haakaa off when your letdown has stopped. Pour your milk into either a bottle or a milk storage container. You're going to want to clean around your breasts if they have any milk on it, and clean around the Haakaa as well to get all the milk off, and then you can place your Haakaa back on. What this is going to do is save your milk so that if it were to fall off in the middle of a pumping session, your milk is already saved and you have majority of your ounces ready to go. There's nothing worse than looking down and knowing that you just spilled 3 or 4 ounces on the floor, especially when 3 or 4 ounces is an entire feeding for a baby. So all in all, this is definitely a piece that I would recommend. Whether you're trying to boost your milk supply, build a freezer stash, or just not let any of your milk go to waste, because we all know how precious every last drop truly is. So that's all that I have for you guys. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and let's get a conversation started down in the comments below. Once again, guys, my name is Isabel. I'm a first-time mom. Thank you all for watching my video. I hope you have a great day and a great week, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.